Black Bear Pass. Hailed as one of the most dangerous off-road trails in America, we braved the trail back in 2021 with our trusty 110. But Black Bear Pass has been riddled with weather-induced mudslides and rockslides, causing extensive road damage leading to its closure for most of the 2023 and 2024 season. But it's back, and so are we, and we are excited to tackle Black Bear in our new Defender 130. Black Bear Pass is an 8.5-mile-long trail starting from the U.S. Highway 550 between Ouray and Silverton and continues into Telluride. The road is relatively non-technical, the 3 miles up to the pass. From there, you will traverse another couple of miles on scenic mountainsides and through Ingram Basin while enjoying the beautiful views. Difficulty level is still lower, but there are more dramatic shelf roads, rocky hills, and smaller steps as you descend to the famous or infamous obstacles. Mind the one-way sign here before the steps and switchbacks because you cannot turn back. Okay, here we go. These next two obstacles are like the pre-steps. This is where the trail gets more technical and dangerous. This particular part has caused many rollover accidents because the least gnarly line takes you inches from the cliff while throwing your vehicle way off camber on the driver's side. It's when there's panic that braking could take your vehicle past its tipping point. A smart line and a good spotter is highly recommended here. I feel like these were underappreciated and underrepresented in older videos we watched on Black Bear Pass, but recently there has been more footage of them. Also, from here on out, the camera does not do the trail any justice for how rocky, steep, and potentially dangerous it is.
So I would say this is the sketchiest part, one of the sketchiest part of Black Bear Pass. And I mean, we did it honestly with no problem. We got out of the car. We took a couple of minutes to assess the lines based on our vehicle. Obviously, Land Rover's got the independent suspension. We had to take that in consideration. We chose the right line, which was more towards this side. Honestly, it was a piece of cake, but you do have to look around and do your preparation.
This is the second pre-step obstacle. The line we chose hugged the hillside and seems to have the most gradual landing. And finally, we reach the steps. The trail here is technical, but not rock crawling technical, and on a normal road probably wouldn't bother you. But when it's accompanied with the steep grade, a sheer cliff drop-off, loose and smooth rock, it demands a driver's full attention. Ironically, the views here are the most beautiful you will ever see. If you don't like heights or narrow shelf roads, you may want to pass on this trail. For the trail points that we are highlighting here, it doesn't matter what size tires you have, suspension specs, or all the gadgets. It's a driver's ability and focus to navigate it safely. This is why it's the most dangerous, not the most technical, trail, because one wrong move could be disastrous. Now that we've passed the steps, we can breathe a little, but only for a little while. Ingram Falls is a much welcomed and beautiful sight to take in the amazing scenery looking down onto Telluride. But the show must go on, and the next segment is where some people get a little careless thinking the worst is behind them. This shelf road, which leads to the next switchback, also demands full attention. You are inches away from a rock wall on the driver's side and inches away from a cliff drop-off on the passenger side. And this switchback is no joke. Again, the camera does not do this justice. Please have a good spotter to help you. This camera angle better captures the dramatic cliff edge that we're dealing with. Reverse as many times as you need to. Pride does not play a part here. After this switchback, the rest eventually get easier. Loving seeing Bridal Veil Falls and the power plant. Bridal Veil Falls is Colorado's tallest free-falling waterfall at 365 feet. Be careful around this area though, as it turns into a two-way road with access to the falls. Now that our adrenaline has subsided, we can fully appreciate what we tackled today. This trail has everything: breathtaking views, fun dirt roads, shelf roads, waterfalls, historic mines, technicality, and pucker factor. Okay, maybe a little too much pucker factor, but it feels like such an accomplishment. Thanks for joining us on our adventure today. Until next time.